Hello, gorgeous girl, and today we are diving into 10 healthy habits that can change your life. So if you're new here, hello, I'm Tracy. I'm 49 years old. I am a mom to a 4-year-old. I'm also about a year and a half into menopause, actually a little bit more, and I am super, super busy. And if there's one thing that I know, it's that really our habits and our choices are what's going to really color our life. Really, that's the epitome of our life is going to be like, what kind of choices are you making on a day-to-day basis? What are healthy habits that you can sustain? And that's what we're all about here today. We are talking about mind, we are talking about body, we are talking about spirit, we are talking about nutrition. We are gonna get into all of it. So the first healthy habit that's going to absolutely change your life for the better is making sure that you have a zero gossip policy, for yourself and even for your friends. Here's what I mean. Listen, I'm not gonna say that when I was in my teen years, I didn't love a little piping hot tea and hearing like what was going on or something like that. But I also think that when we're gossiping about other people, it probably means you don't have enough going on in your life. Now, no judgment, no shame. We can always do better. But if you find yourself kind of talking about what's going on, unless you're being taped for a reality show, which obviously that's your job and you're getting paid to do that, no gossiping allowed. It really brings down your energy. It brings down the vibe of everyone that you're in the room. And if maybe you're not the gossiper, but you have a friend that does that, what you can just easily and elegantly say is, I'm just not comfortable talking about someone if they're not in the room. Make it that simple. And on this channel, I know that we have wonderful, wonderful women. So just a friendly reminder, let's keep our standards and our energy high, no gossiping. Now, in case you're new here, one thing that I'm really, really passionate about here on my channel is not just our physical health, but also our mental health and making sure that you are doing whatever you can to protect your mental health. Now, this is kind of crazy, but it's true. A recent study showed that women in perimenopause have a 40% chance of showing more depressive symptoms during perimenopause. And I just want to remind you that perimenopause, even if you're not in menopause like me, that can show up to 10 to some even say 15 years before your last period. So your mental health really matters. I remember when I was in perimenopause myself, I just sort of felt kind of blah. That's the only way to describe it. I just felt sort of like I wasn't happy about what was going on in my life, even though I had really great things going on. And I just had this sense of general malaise, just like a little lethargy and just kind of like, all right, about everything. And that's why I'm just so passionate. When you get to the other side and you start feeling like yourself again, you realize just how important your mental health is, not only for you, but for your friends, for your family, for your coworkers, for really everyone you're in contact with. And it's just so fitting that BetterHelp is the sponsor of today's video. I've talked about BetterHelp before, and I'm a huge fan of BetterHelp as an online therapy platform. And I want to share how BetterHelp can be a game changer for anyone else going through similar life transitions. Now, I've talked about how healthy habits that I've implemented before have really transformed my life. Having a professional to talk to can also be incredibly beneficial. BetterHelp connects you with a licensed therapist who's trained to listen and give you helpful, unbiased advice. First, you go to their site, answer a few questions, and BetterHelp will match you to a professional who has years of experience helping people with struggles just like yours. And you can do it all from your phone or computer via phone call, video chat, or messaging. Really, however you feel the most comfortable. I'm telling you, it is really the easiest possible way to start therapy. A few years ago, I was having some mental health struggles myself where I was just feeling, like overwhelm and a little bit of light anxiety, and I felt like I shouldn't be having those feelings. And that's when I started using BetterHelp, and it was so helpful to have a professional licensed therapist really at my fingertips. Let BetterHelp connect you to a therapist that can support you all from the comfort of your own home. And of course, I reached out to BetterHelp and I wanted to get you a special discount. Visit betterhelp.com/Tracy Campoli or choose Tracy Campoli during sign up and enjoy a special discount on your first month. Now, this one should come as absolutely no surprise at all, but daily movement matters. And I am not just talking about your workouts. Yes, of course, we all want to work out, right? But unfortunately, due to everyone's life and lifestyles these days, we spend so much time either driving in our cars, sitting at a desk, and in front of screens. So do whatever you can do to get in more movement. I love getting in steps. Of course, right now I've got a broken toe, but if I didn't, I would be getting in all of my steps. Make sure that you are walking where you can. Take those walking meetings, maybe bike to and from work if that's a possibility for you. Instead of meeting a friend for a meal, why don't you meet for a walk and talk, or take a dance class, or play with your kids? Just get active. The more you can get up and get on your feet and move your body, it not only helps your mental health, but it's also going to be helping you for your longevity. It's going to help your metabolism. It's really going to help you through, especially if you're in menopause like me, feel like the best version of yourself on all levels. And if you haven't already, I would love it if you consider subscribing. It's totally free to do so. All you got to do is tap on that subscribe button. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and tap on the bell so you always know when I have a brand new video that goes live. Now, I shouldn't even have to say this one, but really, we know better now. Eliminate all fake food. Now, you do have to be just a little bit of a detective here and read your labels and do your own research. Find out what works best for your body. Simple guidelines for you to follow is, eliminate any kind of fake sweeteners. If you see artificial colorings in your food, don't eat it. If you see words that you cannot pronounce in your food or your beverages, do not eat or drink them. Do your research. They put the information on there for you to look at, right? Now, you do have to be careful because food marketing is really sexy and they try to make things seemingly healthy. We call it greenwashing when really it might not be. Someone recently asked me about like a certain protein and I was like, do not use this, because I could not believe how horrific the ingredients were, and this is someone who's very educated who asked me this question. So really do your research. If you don't know what it is, if you can't pronounce it, I would stay away from it. And let's just make it really simple. Real food always wins. Now, this one is one that I don't feel like gets enough attention, and it really should, because this for me is the foundation of absolutely everything, and that is listening to your body. I talk to people about this in my weight loss course all the time. Your body is unique, and you have to listen to what your body's needs are. What works for me might not work for you. And I know that in this age of information, it's so easy to get overwhelmed by, you should be eating this, you should not be eating this, do this, you should fast, you should not fast, you should eat raw, you should never eat raw, you should eat only meat, a carnivore diet, no, plant-based diet. There's just so much information out there. And some of it, of course, is grounded in truth and research and science. But one thing that you always have to take into account is you. Now, for me personally, these days, being 49, being in menopause, I find that I actually do better when I actually eat a bit more protein, and I really focus on getting in more protein, making sure that I'm implementing protein in every single meal. Now, whether that's animal-based protein or plant-based protein, it really doesn't matter for me because I don't really follow any strict food rules anymore. I really listen to my body and I notice when do I feel better and when do I feel not so great. And also, I definitely crave fruits and vegetables. I've always been a huge eater of fruit. I don't know if that's the way to say it, but you know what I'm saying. But also vegetables. I love vegetables, and I find that when I have a salad alongside, like last night we went out to dinner, we got this beautiful fish and we got this delicious salad to come along with it, and I just could not get enough of the salad. And I think it's just like your body being like, hydrate me, give me those phytonutrients, give me those greens, because that's what just makes us glow from the inside out, and that's what we all want, right? Now, I've talked about this a little bit before on my channel in regards to my daughter, but I do the same thing for my grown, and that is sneaking in veggies any time that I can. Any chance that I get, I try to include vegetables. Whether that's like if I'm making like some ground beef or some ground turkey or ground chicken, I throw in some carrots. I would put in some greens, but my daughter usually will pick them out. So if it's for the family, I don't do that. For some reason, she will eat the carrots. I always make sure that I include vegetables. Really, I try to in at least lunch and dinner, or if I'm having a snack or something, try to have some vegetables along on the side. But I find that it just makes me feel more energetic. It gives me more life. It gives me more more energy. And your mom was right, you are what you eat. So sneak in those vegetables anywhere you can. Look on Google for recipes. There are whole cookbooks that are just about like getting your kids to eat vegetables. But what I do find is, for myself, like I am the example for my daughter. And so even if she's not going to eat it, I will put some vegetables along the side. And now she happily will like munch on broccoli. She only likes the top, not the bottom, but like, great, I'll take it. I get her involved with chopping the carrots. So she's seeing like, I'm not trying to, pretend. I'm like, you are chopping these carrots and now I'm putting them in there. We call it 10 out of 10 turkey in our house, where it's like turkey and carrots and a little bit of spaghetti sauce. And she absolutely loves it. So my point is, just like I do for my young child, do it for yourself too. Sneak in those vegetables, get them in any chance that you can, because you're going to get in more vitamins, more minerals, more phytonutrients, and more fiber. And that is really essential to keep your body looking and feeling amazing. My next healthy habit that completely has changed my life, and I know for a fact, not only will it change your life, but it will also change your body, is loving your body right now. No matter what shape you are in, whether you're in shape, you're out of shape, you're conditioned, you're deconditioned, it does not matter. This is your body. This is your home, and this is a gift. And tomorrow is not guaranteed. So start by loving your body now. Even if, and especially if, you want to make some changes. In my experience of 25 plus years as personal trainer, I can tell you this one thing that I know for sure. All transformation starts with love. And I know it might sound so like cue eye roll, but I'm dead serious. When you start by loving your body, appreciating your body, even if you want to make changes, it makes a huge, huge difference. So let's say you want to drop 10 pounds. Instead of being like, I'll only love my body, when the number on the scale is what I want. That's what I used to do for years and years and years. Let's make a pact right now to stop that. You can say, I am willing to love my body. I am ready to start loving my body, even if saying like, I love my body feels like too much of a stretch. Just by changing that language, you are sending a message to your body. And our thoughts are really, really powerful. So you're sending a message to your body that you are getting better, that you are loving yourself, that you are in appreciation. And that appreciation is what skyrockets results. I'm telling you, that's why in my weight loss course, I always include mindset pieces, because this is the most powerful tool when it comes to our bodies that we have, which is our mind. The mind transforms first and then the body follows. So I'm telling you, try this on for size. Start by loving your body. Even if you have to do baby steps, I'm ready to love my body. It is possible for me to love my body, until being like, I love my body feels like as natural for you as like the sky is blue, right? That's what you want to do. So start right now and we can do this together. Oh my goodness. This one is something that I am so passionate about this. And this is, do not someday your life away. I see far too many women doing this. And, I understand, like I find myself falling to prey to this as well. And here's the deal. Life is now. Again, we're not guaranteed it tomorrow. I'm not trying to be morbid, but it's true, right? We don't really know what's going to happen tomorrow. And so life is now. Do not someday your life away, because you know what? You don't know if you're going to be here 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now, right? My goal and my hope for you is that we're all going to be super healthy, super well, super cognitively well, 100 years and beyond. But life is not guaranteed. So if you want to go someplace and you've had it on your bucket list, put it on your list now. Put it on your living list. Be like, you know what? I'm going to make a plan. I'm going to make this happen. If there's a place that you want to go, or maybe there's a person that you've wanted to call and you've had some situation where, I don't know, it was uncomfortable for you. Life is now. Clear the air. Keep your energy clear. Don't someday your life away. Life is now. So here's a fun game that you can do. If there's like travel plans or things that you want to do, take one afternoon, maybe like a couple hours or an hour or something, sit down with your favorite beverage and just write out, if I wasn't guaranteed a tomorrow, what would I definitely want to experience or have had experienced? And just write a list. Where are places that you want to go? Who are people that you want to talk to? What are things that you want to experience? What is a business that you wanted to start? What is a friend that you wanted to reach out out to? Who knows? I don't have the answers for you, but life is now. And then just start incrementally chipping away at those. You know, even if you just schedule the trip, that's where they say we're most happy. So start doing those things. You know, life is now. This is your time. And even if, you know, it means like, okay, I'm going to start budgeting for that trip, start doing it now, because that energy gets into action, and that's what creates miracles in your life. You're telling God, the universe, whatever you believe in, you know what? I'm ready now. And I'm starting to take the action to prove that I am ready now. And that's when things happen really fast. Now, this one is one that I don't think it gets enough airplay also, and that is just compliment people and smile. You know, I go to this place and I get my hair done, you know, kind of fairly regularly there because I'm just not great at doing hair. And some of the girls were just like really not that nice. Well, let me tell you, I'm like, oh my gosh, I love your outfit. I love your hair. And I'm not lying. I mean, it's literally, it's like looking for things that you like about other people, and don't hold it in. Like sometimes someone will come up to me and I'll just be like, oh my God, you're so pretty. Everybody likes that. Of course, it's not BS. Only say things that are truly real for you. But you know what? Don't hold it inside. You know, so often we're like shy, like I don't know that person. And also I love my daughter seeing me this, because she's getting an example of a woman who is confident enough in herself where she sees another woman. And this was not always the case with me. I used to be very, very jealous. And if I see another woman, I'm like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty. Like point it out to her. Give her that compliment. Be like, I love your hair. I love your eyes. I love your outfit. Like, oh my gosh, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. This will really change your life, because I'm telling you, it just creates this energy of friendliness, of pleasantness, and people just open up their hearts. And I'm telling you, it's just the most fun thing to see that happen. And your life experience just gets so much easier and just kind of sunny, if that makes sense. And my last healthy habit that is going to absolutely change your life is to embody confidence. You know, you are worth it. I don't care what age or stage of life you are in. Let's be proud of ourselves now and in this journey. And that's one thing that you can always guarantee to find on my channel, is that we are proud of our age. We are proud of how long we are living. We are proud of how we look, of how we feel. And we just always want to show up as the best version of ourselves, you know? So look for other examples. You can always count on me to help you here, but I also have like imaginary friends, and this is something I've never really shared before, but like Diane von Furstenberg is someone who I just admire so much. I love her life story. I love her career. And there are other people too that I might follow on social media or who are in the media where I'm just like, oh wow, I would love to have a conversation with them and just pick their brain and find out, why do they think the way they do? Why do they live the way that they do? So look for other positive examples. Look inside your friend group, but if you don't have friends that you really admire or that really embody that confidence, look outside of your friend group, and you can have imaginary friends. I do it all the time. So embody and embrace where you are now. Your confidence is the sexiest and most powerful tool you can ever have, and it changes the energy around you. I promise you that. So that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for being here today. And if you want more healthy habits, check out this video next.